This is the world famous Mr. Arch, inventor of the only orthotic that you could fit in about 90% of all shoes that you have in your closet. We're at the fashion shoe store at 7950 West Sample Road, Coral Springs, Florida. A friend of mine. And when you go to the foot doctor, if you're a guy and you get all these fancy dress shoes and you wind up coming out of the doctor's office with a typical full-size semi-flexible sport orthotic, and here's one with a cushioned top, they're great. And as I was learning to do orthotics, lawyers, doctors, salesmen would come in, and you cannot get them into fancy shoes that you have in your closet. You have to go out and buy special shoes like Rockports where the insole would come out. It's inside a running shoe. But you could put our dress orthotic inside this shoe. Just Velcros right in, take it right out. You can use it in a short version if you have foot problems. And we custom make it for you. We would add this extension where we could put a cutout for a callus and other options. And again, you can just take it and put it right into this nice fancy shoe, which is very tight fitting, and you cannot get this even in the shoe. You wouldn't even get your foot inside the shoe. It would lift you up, take up too much room in the toes. And as I started making these for men, and the men would come back in the office and their wives complaining to the foot doctor that after their surgery healed up, their pain was back. That's because they weren't wearing these big orthotics. They would go and try to put them back in their dress shoes. Luckily for men, you can get more shoes today that have removable floors, but women don't have that luxury. But my pre-made orthotic, or you can have a box sent to your house, step in it, see the casting instruction icon, and this will go right into this beautiful shoe. Because you'll have a circle of Velcro, like you see here. You'll place it down in the shoe, and this will stay in forever. The Velcro is automatically put on the back, so it can stay here. If you have a shoe like this sandal here, and the straps stretch out, and your foot goes forward when you walk, you can move it forward in the shoe. So women have bunion surgery, have fasciitis. They get a $500 to $700 orthotic that's this long, and again, you try to put this inside this shoe, it's just not going to go. And if you get it in here, you can't get your foot inside. So for everybody that has a pair of orthotics at home, and you say they're in my closet because you're cheating, and you're wearing this shoe, this custom-made, this pre-made orthotic at the Mr. Arch orthotic.net site. You see how nice it just fits right in here? Your foot covers it, you don't see it. Now of course, if you came to see me, this is not going to hold up your foot as good as one of these $500 ones. But while this is sitting in the closet, it can't hold up anything. It's like putting a big extra large tire on a little tiny Volkswagen. It's overkill. So we designed this, and it's been sold through foot doctors, chiropractors, orthopedic surgeons for over 30 years. Used in the Super Bowl, taped to NFL players. Used by the river dancers in dancing shoes which have limited space. So again, follow me around the shoe store and I'm going to show you all these different types of shoes. This will fit right inside with the Velcro. Let's come down this aisle. That's Dwayne, our cameraman. Here's a great shoe. Try to put this big large orthotic in here. And patients would come in, they tried to put an orthotic in like this, and they'll be walking in with a cast on their foot. And I asked what happened. Well, I tried to put my large orthotic in a sandal, and of course they just fell right over and did damage to their foot. Where this easily would sit right in here. Of course we're in a new shoe shop, I'm not putting the circle in for the movie. But as you can see, this fits in here, lifts your arch up, the pre-made. If you get a custom-made one, which is much higher, and the extension pads the ball of your foot, it'll go from this shoe, and with the weight on it, it just bends nice and easy because there's no plastic in it. There's a support that's been used for over 25 years. I have patients coming in where they only put a new top on once. That's how long this lasts. 400-pound football players cannot break down this orthotic. So there, I take it right out, put it into the next shoe. Though you shouldn't be wearing shoes like this, but women have to go to work. Men still wear dress bally shoes. So here it is in a high heel shoe. And of course it's going to bend to fit the shoe properly. Let's move over to another aisle and see what else we have here. Here's a favorite shoe with a wooden platform. It would just fit right in there. Take it right off with Velcro. Put it in another platform shoe. Again, your foot does cover it. It'll go in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shoes. That's why I came up with the idea to come into the shoe store. Because my patients will bring me in 25 shoes at a time when they see me personally. Here's a nice, beautiful purple shoe, different style. Of course, it's better if you're wearing a lower back and a shoe that don't twist and turn. The stronger the shoe is where it don't twist and turn. Here's another high style shoe with a heel. Let's go down another aisle. Again, you can't put this in here. Even if it had a short extension. It just can't bend. They're plastic. Lots of women are wearing flatties like this. Again, you'd have your rubber, you would have your Velcro on here. The Velcro stays on there. This would just fit inside if it's custom made. Or the pre-made one, which is short. They come in two sizes when they're custom made. Short or 3/4 in case you need to pad your metatarsals. You have calluses, you have neuromas in the forefoot. We even build in a built-in metatarsal pad for those people that have a lot of problems in their forefoot. And we'll discuss that later. When you order it, we'll call you up and ask you some questions and try to modify it for you. You can also put lipstick on the bottom of your foot when you step in a box of foam to show us where your calluses are. But as you can see, even this strange looking shoe, you would put this right in with Velcro, set it inside, and it doesn't take up any space. Take it right out, put it in this shoe right here, and again, your foot's covering it. So these are made to go in all women's dress shoes, sandals for men. See if we can find a man's sandal here. So as I'm going down the road, there's probably not too many shoes that this wouldn't fit into. Let's go see if we can find some men's sandals. And here's some gorgeous sandals. How much are these sandals? Here's an average man's sandal, all in leather. And when this is made in the proper man size, it'll just Velcro right in here. And if they have a little arch in here, this will go right up over it. That's the reason that we make this a little bit lower than the full-size semi-flexible plastic one. These are made right to the top of your arch because you have the room in the shoe. When we make our dress orthotic, sandal orthotic, and pre-made one, we make this slightly lower than the original one so that you could put it in 1,000 different shoes. And if there was a little arch in here, there's another sandal. As you see, this one has a little arch. When this goes in and it raises the arch a little bit, it'll still be under your foot without hurting you. If the straps stretch out, the feature of the Velcro is that you can move it forward on a shoe that stretches out that doesn't have an adjustment over here where you can tighten up the straps. So for the men out there who come home after work, you take these out of your tight dress shoes. If you're wearing a sport orthotic like this in your tennis shoes and you're a lawyer and you have to go to court during the day, you're a businessman, you want to put those tight fancy shoes on, this will go in, have the same corrections as this, but just a little less horsepower. And many of my patients for the last 30 years, they'll get both pair and they wind up never wearing the good one because it won't fit in all the shoes. And with all the styles today, it's a must. Now, this will also fit in soccer shoes. Now for soccer shoes, again, the full size orthotic, like you see here, that most physicians order from me and other labs. These are an average of $500 to $700. They'll never fit inside here because these soccer shoes are made much narrower than the foot. They're made as narrow as some of these as a lady's dress orthotic that we would put in here fits. So you could use a lady's dress orthotic, which also is our soccer model. It's 3/4 long and it fits right in here with no problem. You don't have to take the floor out, and it velcros down. So if you're a teenager and you're playing soccer, especially a young lady who's playing soccer, you could take this right out, put it in your running shoes to go to school, and then when you come home and cheat and wear those sandals and your fancy shoes, you can put it right back in your dress shoe. And that way you don't have to go barefoot. Here's some other shoes. So you come in and you want to put a little loafer type shoe on, this will fit in your loafer shoe with Velcro. So when you have bad knees from playing soccer, bad hips, bad back, our chiropractors use this under a different name called a spinal dress orthotic. So they give it to you to wear for your spine. They give it to you to put in your dress shoes. They give it to you to put in your work shoes. So if you're a working woman, it fits all these different shoes you see here. Every one of these shoes, this will go inside when it's built for you. As you can see, it fits in here, supports you. Of course, we're not telling you to wear this shoe. The flatter the shoe, the wider the heel, the less you wiggle. But all women are going to cheat, and men are cheating now. They're putting on all the nice sandals that they're making. And having a big, full-size suburban wagon is overkill if you're towing a 1,000-pound boat. If you have a little car, you could pull it with easy. If you have a big boat, you have to go out and get a big shoe. So that's why you have to go get all these full-size shoes to put this large orthotic in, or you have to have both. The problem is people start cheating and leaving the good orthotic that takes their pain away, especially women, because they have to wear dress shoes to work. Bank presidents, people, tellers, restaurant people working all day, our U.S. Postal Service, they all come and see me with bad backs. And if they have to wear their running shoes, but they all go home, they go barefoot, this can go right inside their slippers, their sandals, they use as house shoes. And that's the great advantage of this unit. It's flexible, it go up and down, there's no plastic or steel in it, you get used to it. These tops last for an average from 6 to 10 years before you have to replace it. We also have the same thing in a sports model, as you'll see on the internet. In case you like these and you want to get one made for your running shoes or tennis shoes so you don't have to change it, then you would take the floor out and put the full size Mr. Arch custom made orthotic or pre-made. But that one you can't take out and change and put inside your dress shoe.